My upstairs neighbor seems really sensitive to noise. What should I do? It sounds like you're already going above and beyond to be considerate. Honestly, their sensitivity might not be something you can fully solve, but small changes like rugs or furniture pads could help with reducing vibrations. If they can hear your mouse click, that's crazy, there's nothing you can do. Well, the first thing on being a good neighbor is talking to them. Ask them if you are making too much noise. The answer might be as simple as "I hear you doing things, so I try to do things at a similar time." Have you tried introducing yourself? A friendly chat can go a long way. Sometimes just knowing your neighbor as a person makes them less likely to assume the worst about every noise. Shaking your leg is normal, especially with ADHD. If you're worried it's causing vibrations, you could try placing a thick rug or mat under your favorite chair. Bonus: it feels nice on your feet. They can hear your mouse clicking? How is that even possible? The sound insulation in this building must be non-existent. Setting up Vivaldi might backfire if they are ultra-sensitive, but white noise at a low level can help mask little sounds without adding to the problem. Plus, it's relaxing for you too. If they are annoyed about the laptop mouse, investing in a quiet one like you did was a great call. You could also get a soft desk pad to reduce any extra noise from typing or moving the mouse. You mentioned the building's insulation is good, so the issue might not even be about actual volume. They might just hyper-focus on every tiny sound. This isn't something you can fully control, so don't stress too much. If you're worried about microwave beeping, some models have a mute function, or you can manually stop it before the timer hits 0. Not a perfect fix, but it could help avoid the angry click situation. Sometimes neighbors need time to adjust. Maintaining polite communication and making an effort might go a long way toward easing tension. Tell them buy a detached house if they don't want to hear neighbors. At the end of the day, you're trying to be a good neighbor, but you also have to live your life. As long as you're not blasting music or stomping on purpose, you've done more than enough to meet them halfway. In college, me and a roommate lived above a crazy old man. Day 1 we moved and he started the broomstick banging. It was stressful. Finally one night we threw a party and invited him. He was our best friend ever since. Think he was just old and cranky and lonely and looking for something to complain about. Have you ever experienced any mental health issues that have caused you to perceive things that aren't really there? Clicking your mouse and shaking your leg being responded to through the ceiling doesn't sound very likely to me. I used to live in some really cheaply constructed places, and no disputes can arise from floor-ceiling noise. But you're describing something far beyond what most people experience in these situations. I don't think someone is taking the time to aggressively click their mouse over and over again in response to you using your computer. I think you are fixated on this sound thing and interpreting normal building noises as angry responses. Anyway, if you are correct, and the neighbor actually does care about the sound from your unit, it's okay to ignore it. You are not a bad neighbor for existing in your own apartment. You do not need to think about someone's opinion of you having a microwave or computer mouse. Stop making adjustments to your life to accommodate someone you've never met and have never confirmed to be even aware of you. It's okay to cook, clean, and relax in your own house in a normal way without worrying how you can be a better neighbor. Do you have major people-pleasing tendencies in other areas of your life too? I'm sorry, but I'm very pessimistic about apartment living. You don't choose your neighbors. The fact you are conscious about your own noise makes you a good neighbor. You're doing everything right, and you're a good person to even question how your noise might affect your fellow dwellers. I know it's trite to say and sometimes very awkward, but go and talk to them. Let them know you are conscious of how your noise might be affecting them. That alone can ease tensions and just make them see you as a human being who has to live their life in their apartment. Hopefully you'll reconcile somewhat from that and eliminate any passive-aggressive reaction. My ultimate advice is to keep working towards a place of your own that is detached from adjoining neighbors. I know that's an annoying piece of advice, but I honestly don't have anything else. This kind of stuff can drive you crazy and you have to somehow turn it into motivation to move to a more restful place. Try living in the country and having semi-truck roll by randomly using Jake breaks more disrespectful MAGA morons as far as I am concerned. Make sure you read your lease and find out when the quiet hours are for your rental. As long as you aren't being loud or thaw a vacuum cleaner during the quiet hours, there shouldn't be an issue. Be sure to document any interactions with the neighbor, good or bad, in case of complaints. If the noise complaints are excessive, document your activities and noise levels. Sometimes, sensitivity can be an issue beyond your control. Play light music to keep noise down. On both sides, I think they are too sensitive. TBH. You're being a good neighbor.